What's up guys? Today I got something pretty interesting and we're gonna unveil the world's strongest Rotos. This has kind of been a meme in raid community for years. I don't know if everybody knows about it, but there has been many people in the past that have made videos about world's strongest Rotos. It pretty much happens every year. People like MacChan and Rock and many others have made videos like that. And usually they get roasted, but happens, and I finally got my Rotos in 4-piece stone skin, so I want to show you how crazy build I got. Now I do know that I don't have him in +4 empowerment, but the gear is pretty much as good as you're gonna get on him. I haven't even seen a better build on +4 Rotos. I'm sure somebody can do it, but pretty much this is the best build that you're ever gonna see on Rotos. And yeah, let's actually see what we get. But the issue is that in the current meta, even though Rotos used to be able to survive with his passive very well and was basically guaranteed to get a turn, but now there's too many things that can easily kill him. Not even just really hard counters like Basileus or Ronda that people specifically only use against Rotos and otherwise wouldn't be that great. But there is many champions that are, you don't even pick them to counter Rotos, but they also do that. Like let's say maybe Lazarus or Narses, both of them can one-shot Rotos because of either of double hit or ignoring his passive. But there's a bunch of others. It's kind of rough to survive on Rotos. Even he needs survivability. And the interesting part about Rotos, and basically every champion that has 50% ignore defense on their main nuke or passive, like let's say Charge It. But even though Merciless does seem super attractive, and it does give you a lot of other stats rather than just defense ignore, but you don't really need Cruel 2-piece on Rotos, since you get 25% ignore from Masteries, 25 from gear, and then 50 or you get 60 from his H3. It's 60 or 65. Pretty sure it's 60, but you can't get past 100% defense ignore. So you can still get to that on him even with 4-piece stone skin. Now, that probably isn't a surprise to most people. The hardest part is actually getting 4-piece stone skin, because you need to get the accessories on right faction, and at most you're gonna get a couple of them per week, if you're gonna get any of them at all, and you need to get them with the right stats and right faction. But I actually kind of lucked out. I got a banner that I got from Chaos Soaring, by the way. I have mentioned this before, but going for stone skin accessories is definitely the best way to use Chaos Soar right now. But I Chaos Sword this crazy banner, which is basically a quad roll, or let's say pseudo quad, and it kind of happens to fit well with my perfect quad ring. Let me double check that. You can actually see it, because every time I show stats I am on top of them, or my web camera is, and I get complaints. But yeah, we basically got sick gear. I would even have like maybe like a slightly better helmet. It's like a mythical with all of the good stats as well. That's on my Wukong. I might change it, but for now I have this. I was kind of calculating that if I get him to +4, which is a massive if, but if I do that, then I probably would go with that helmet and another shield, because you also get extra crit rate, and I could even get a crazier build. But as you can see, my Rotos build is super bonkers. It pretty much always has been, and people know it. That's why, I mean, that's not the reason, the only reason, but I meet a lot of Harima and things that counter him. And lately I have been having issue of even getting a turn on him, so we finally got the 4-piece stone skin, which is super cool. Now, if I want to get the perfect build, I would need to Chaos Dust the helmet and shield and get HP extension. But there has been all kinds of stuff like fusion and soul events and this kind of stuff. I don't have a spare chaos dust to do it, and not able to do it right now, but I'll definitely do it later. And as you can see, I got accuracy roll on the banner, but I did reroll this maybe like 6 times, so I'll just have to try again. But anyway, let's get into the fights and see if that actually helps me today. That's not gonna be like, it's very good, don't get me wrong. Having him in Stone Skin is super good. I also do have Wukong in Stone Skin, and I wouldn't mind having other nukers. Like, honestly, I'd rather have Eva in Stone Skin than Wukong, but maybe I will get a little bit more turns on Live Arena today. The thing is that we have kind of the speed meta going on right now, and it's especially like that in Classic Arena, but it is like that in Live Arena as well, and we're probably gonna meet a lot of stuff like Lockout, Galatir, which is I guess basically a Lockout, but Galatir, Grixia, Armans, Lady Mikage, that kind of stuff, so even the Stone Skin might not be always enough, but we will see. And I'm of course gonna go with Armans if I get the first pick. By the way, anyone wondering why I was MIA for like basically a week? Not the first time I do it, has been for different reasons, but I had pretty terrible fever for like a week or like 5 days, and that's why I didn't make any videos. I tried to make at one point, but I was just too much in coma, and it was impossible to make a video. I had a massive headache constantly, and I was sneezing every 2 seconds, so it was just impossible to make videos. And let's not go with the Duchess, let's go with the UDK. But yeah, I'm back. Let's see how we do today in Live Arena. I kind of missed a lot of stuff. I think my last video was like a week ago, or week after this video's release, but like 6 days ago. And we just had the Saffronman drama. I missed all that stuff and the updates and all the good videos that you could have made about them, so that kind of sucks. I don't even know when are we getting, because like I said, I was in coma and I wasn't following this stuff, but when do we even have the CC awards? We got the info about that last week, but I am assuming that it's not gonna happen this week, but probably sometime soon. Anyway, we got Lockout and R-Base. R-Base is kind of like a pseudo UDK against Rotos, so it's not a great matchup. But I guess I'm gonna go with Wukong anyway, I think. Nobody else is gonna survive against the Narses, so we'll have to go with that. I'm assuming that the R-Base is gonna be faster than me and gonna get the Stone Skin up. I could have maybe gone with Mikage and tried my luck instead of Duchess. Pretty sure he's gonna ban my Armans anyway, so I'm not gonna go first. This is pretty much what I tend to pick anyway most of the time, so it's not that shocking, but if you don't have a massive champion roster, even if you do, you're mostly picking the same champions anyway, let's be honest. Also the champions with your best item sets. Also lately I've been kind of trying to avoid banning Lockout. You really don't need to do it every time. I'm almost tempted to just ban the... Okay, let's mix it up. Let's ban this Narses here. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he can kill me with Staldos, but it's gonna be a bit harder with the Duchess in the team. Let's see. Still struggling with the aftermath of the fever, so it is what it is. I do have some allergies though, but I don't think this is even that. It was just that I had terrible fever for 5 days. Anyway. But yeah, I'm not dead. I got some comments asking about it, and I didn't look Discord for a couple of days, and even the DMs were kind of piling up, so nothing too serious. I mean, it was actually pretty serious in that sense that I actually really had a bad fever, but videos are gonna continue like normally. Probably I'm gonna have a lot more videos than normal now, because I'm kind of pent up on not making content, and I had almost like a week break, so probably I'm gonna do like more than a video every day for the near future. And the AFK Journey channel that I was talking about, that is definitely still happening. I have been keeping up with that game, and I've been doing pretty well. I really should have started to make videos to it maybe like a week ago, but happens, so yeah. Should I just go for... I don't even know who to target here. Ankara is gonna revive people with turn meter and cooldowns anyway. But I don't feel like weak hitting on her with Wukong, so... Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. We got the Soul Reaper proc and burn, and because of that didn't actually get a turn. My Duchess is pretty fast, even though she's ultra tanky, but I think she's like 280 speed, so... If he just has a Warlord and no Siphi, I think we're eventually gonna get our revive up, but I guess we didn't this time. And we got the Wukong annoying him, so... Feel like it's winnable, even though it's a massive pain to fight against Lockout not having one. But I still kind of feel like probably banning Narsus was the best choice. Narsus would have just one-shot my team, or at least in 2 nukes if he didn't have good gear. But now we might be surviving for a long time. It kind of depends how much weak hits he gets on Duchess with the Staldos too, but could be faster than I think, could be for 30 minutes if he doesn't get only crits on her. Yeah, I don't know who to target. The Wukong A1 isn't really gonna kill anybody, and they're gonna get revived with turn meter and cooldowns. But yeah, it's a funny matchup, because outside of Staldos, his team is pretty good, it's very strong. Even our base has block active skills on her A1 in one of her forms, so he basically has 2 lockouts in that team and a reviver. Wait, did I get the revive up and I didn't use it? But Staldos is just kind of unfortunate nuker. I have been using him myself and not a big fan. Okay, yeah, there you go. So he has 2 lockouts in that one team. Not that it makes any difference that we get locked out on top of another lockout and petrification, but this is the meta we got right now. And it gets even way worse than this, probably later on the video. When we meet teams that pick like Armans, Yumeko and Galatir. Maybe even Lazarius for good measure. Okay, come on, just get me give me a revive on the Rotos ones. The thing is too is that okay, nice. We need some of those polymorphs. I actually recently, I think maybe exactly like a week ago, I got the 5-star split soul on my UDK, and I'm gonna go for the 6-star, but it's gonna take a while. I think I got like 86 tier 2 souls, so it's gonna be maybe another 6 months or a little bit less until I can do it. Okay, I should just keep A1ing the Angora, but Warlord does have heal on his skills, so I don't know if even that is doable. And I can weak it. Damn, actually that Angora is insanely squeezy. I didn't expect it to be like that. How much health does that even have? Like 100k? Less? Yeah, maybe even with the shields and heals, maybe we can just A1 it down. Anyway, this... Yeah, I guess I could kill the R base, but she's just gonna get revived. Let's just keep going at the Angora. So squeezy. Anyway, I might have messed up this fight. I'm kind of rusty. I basically didn't play for a week. I did play some few fights here and there, but not really. So the Warlord lockout is annoying though, because it's the full lockout and not just 2 turns or something like that. Okay, Duchess is still hanging in there. But yeah, I kind of missed my opportunity to talk about the Saffron Man drama. Not that I really wanted to make a big drama about it, but there has been many times when there's a little bit drama in the raid content creator community. And I know that's like a super ultra cringe thing, but there has been times where like somebody makes a video about something and then somebody else makes a reaction video to that, and somebody else makes a reaction video to his reaction video, and we got this... Okay, I lost it. We got this weird circle of jerks going on in the CC community. I thought we would get some kind of dialogue and that would happen around the around the Saffron Man drama. But it kind of died down, and he deleted all of his videos and so on, so it didn't go anywhere. But for those people that have no idea what am I even talking about, a week ago, Saffron Man, who is a CC who used to make raid videos like a couple years ago, he made an angry video that like Plarium stole his idea for the Content Creator Awards because he did it a couple times, and he was basically accusing Noobkex and felt like Noobkex stole his ideas because last time or after last time that he did his Raid Content Creator Awards, he contacted apparently Noobkex about hosting the next one that he would do after that, but that never happened, and then now Noobkex is hosting it for Plarium, and I guess he felt like they stole his ideas or whatever, but it's really not that big deal, and who cares? I don't think most people are gonna even watch or care about them, apart from like the content creators who might get some free promotion and maybe some of their like their fanboys and friends, and maybe some people who are like smoking weed 2 AM and just watching the next video that YouTube puts on. But I don't think the Raid Content Creator Awards are that big deal, and basically nobody cares anyway. So I'm super excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm super excited that they put me on a category. Not that I can win, but just the fact that I got in a category, I might get some free promotion to my tiny channel. So I will definitely take that, and I'm pretty I'm pretty surprised that they even like there's plenty of bigger channels than me, so I'm pretty content with the fact that I got any attention from Plarium Metal. I pretty much thought they dislike me because I keep complaining about Taras in the CC chat and other things, so I wasn't even sure if I'm a content creator on good standing. Not that I don't do anything like that bad, but I do complain about things and speak about my meta-political opinions in the content creator chat, so I'm sure they could have picked some even more company-friendly candidates. Okay, he got the UDK, but I really want to go with the Rotos. What am I gonna do? I wish my Eva was in Stone Skin because I feel like he's about to pick something like Georgit and Ronda. And Eva could be super fun here. Helicat or... Okay, let's go with Helicat. I mean, he's gonna adjust. He's definitely gonna pick Georgit now if he has it. He probably would have anyway. It looks the type of team where he would go with Georgit, and he could even go with Rotos now. Like, I mean, he has Sifi, so it's a good combination. But in case he doesn't counter Helicat, we could even go with another support and not pick any nukers, but I'm pretty sure he might even go with Rotos and Georgit at this point, or Georgit and Harima. Or I mean, I'm sure he might have like Lazarus or some Primals, so those will be good as well. Primals are so big deal nowadays. I mean, at the start when we got the Primals, they weren't considered that good, but suddenly Primals are a big deal, and if you don't have any Primals like him and me, you're definitely missing out. Okay, so Taras and Georgit. I'm still gonna go with Rotos, that's for sure, yeah. Let's not misclick for the Necrat. I think this fight is winnable, but we will see. About time of the video to check if I'm actually recording or not. Would be kind of bummer to not record my first video after my hiatus again. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Armans died through Stone Skin, which he was gonna, but also Narses died through reaction. It looks kind of tanky Sifi. I can definitely one-shot it if I get Helm Smasher proc. Maybe even... Okay, I can do it without that. Pretty sure. But he still has the rest of the team. Can I even... Yeah, 191k without attack buff. Attack buff. My Rotos is pretty goddamn strong at this point, but can we even finish it off? The Xenogenesis has an insanely crazy A1, so... He can lock us out as well. Everybody has a lockout. Xenogenesis has a lockout, our base has a lockout, even the people you don't know that have a lockout, they do, so... Okay, I think we lost. I think it's gonna be kind of close, but we're not gonna get the... Okay, and we got locked out. We wouldn't have gotten the A3 back in time anyway, but we got locked out for good measure. And he's definitely gonna one-shot us after the block damage sense. I wish Taras would have gone first and my Helicat was a little bit slower. Okay, there's no way we can even take... Okay, we took up one hit, but we can take two hits, that's for sure. Surely he has A2. No? Wait, did we actually win? We can still get stunned. Even if we have the block damage, he could stun us and we will lose a turn. Okay, we resisted. Nice. Are we actually gonna get the win? What? Okay, we won. I was expecting to lose at this point, but okay. One loss, one win. Maybe we could have won the first fight if I was luckier or went on the Angora at the start of the fight, but this one was kind of looking much worse than the first fight. But let me tell you, this team that he has is super crazy bonkers. It would have been like that a few months ago, but nowadays with the Primals, even his team is kind of outdated. I mean, of course, my team is like a joke with Helicat and stuff compared to this, but we're gonna meet way worse teams today than this one. We're gonna teams with like multiple Primals or every single champion being a Primal, so... Okay, 11,000 points. Maybe now we're gonna see a team with full Primals, but the meta has definitely moving on to that direction. I wish we could get more Primal shards from the game, or it would have been a higher chance to pull them. But even if you're like super ultra in-game player and don't buy Primals, it might take you more than 2 years to get it. But if you're like a mid-game player, new player, it might take you like 3 or 4 years when you pull your first Primal champion if you don't get lucky and you have to get it with the pity pull. So I think that's a crazy mechanic. I wish they would have made it a little bit higher chance to get, even if they're meant to be super rare. Yeah, let's go with Duchess. That's the one with the only champion I have with 6-star polymorph, though we do have accuracy on Armans, but he's probably gonna ban it anyway. But what else do we pick? I mean, this is what I usually pick anyway, so not that big surprise. I like to pick Narses, because if I pick something like Rotos or Wukong, those are all countered by the same things like UDK and Harima and so on. It's super easy to counter them, and Narses has a bit better matchup against those things, so I rather get him early on and then maybe have one Rotos or Wukong instead of going for 2 Rotos or Wukong and Eva or so on, and then they pick every counter to those champions. Like, they never mind lockout and stuff, that is always terrible, but they could go with R-Base, Harima, UDK and so on. And I only have one out of those 3, and I don't really even want to pick UDK in every fight. Yeah, I don't think... I'm not gonna pick UDK, he only has to pick he only can pick a nuker at this point, so we don't have to go for it, but we're gonna go with Rotos, even though it's a pain against the Harima, but the only other option is to go with Eva, who might be able to block revive the George, to be honest, even through the Harima passive, because George is so squeezy, even though Harima passive will reduce the damage by like 80+%, but Rotos is gonna be more tanky and maybe eventually can kill Harima. I'm pretty sure he's still gonna go for the Arman span, but he could even go for the Narses span, so we need a nuker that can actually kill his team in that case. Yeah, I mean, having the stone skin is definitely nice, even though many things can get through it, but for instance, we're not gonna get... I think he has to open with the buff strip instead of the stun. So we have a lot better chance to get a turn. I wish I would have one piece of reaction on him, but I don't. Okay. Yeah, we totally could have died there. I think I might be able to kill the charge with the A3. Maybe? Yeah, honestly, 50k damage, that was kind of close. The Harimon passive is just so strong. I wouldn't really been able to kill anything else with the A3, but George is so squeezy that it was worth a try. I could have gone with the A2, that would have done more damage and for sure killed it, but of course it's much better to go for the A3 kill and get the extra turn. But I wasn't even 100% sure if it was gonna be enough damage against the George. That's one of the main reasons why Rotos is considered not even like a meta champion nowadays, despite being so good. He's just so hard countered. But Rotos has been kind of like Tranda, that he was the top arena champion for a very long time, so it kind of makes sense that he goes out of the meta, but he's so strong that even when he's countered this hard, he's still kind of good. Okay, nice. I think he hit, was it 141k, but my dodges is just way too good. This video is definitely gonna be something like World's Strongest Rotos, just because it's a meme and I wanted to continue the tradition. Feel free to roast my Rotos build and tell me in comments that you have a better one. So if you do that, then send actual pictures, because kind of sus. I don't think that many people are gonna have better one, but what was even my point with that? Yeah, it was gonna be a Rotos video. I'm for sure gonna put him in thumbnail, since I got the 4-piece stone skin and I'm having fun with that. But I mean, Rotos is pretty hard too. I mean, Rotos got way more turns there, and Naruto still did more damage, so... Anyway, he was super... Wait, actually, I'm kind of like... I'm not even celebrating. I just realized that I beat somebody that is 11,000 points. Now, I think this is another one of those outdated whale accounts that he used to be a mega whale, and now he hasn't bought any primals, and it's getting a little bit old, but he still has like +4 everything. Like, Harima is relatively new champion. It's not super easy to get him +4. I don't even know if anybody in my clan has it at +4. If they do, not too many. But he also has Georgit and Sify at +4, which, to be fair, are super popular champions, so quite many people have them at +4, especially Sify, since she's old one and people weld in those events, but he has all of them at +4, so that's pretty bonkers. But yeah, I will take a sip of energy drink to that. Today I know somebody always gets annoyed by my energy drink advertisements, which I mean, it's not good for you, but coffee, alcohol, nothing is basically good for you. At least it doesn't have sugar. But this is a local Finnish energy drink. At least I'm supporting my own local stuff instead of having them ship the energy drink from the other side of the world and killing trees or fish or whatever. But this is just a flavorless thunder, isn't it? Thunder energy. I prefer the raspberry flavor that they have, but for some reason my local store stopped selling them. They used to only have the raspberry for a few months. Now they only have the no flavor one. I would prefer the raspberry, but in either case. I tend to do this, that either I make the video on like 4 p.m. at my time, if I do a live arena one, and I either play on that time slot or the morning time slot, which is 8 to 9 a.m. for me, depending on the time of the year. Right now it's from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Yeah, let's go with Judges and Nurses. So I do it on the kind of morning time slot. Or often when I play on this time slot, I always go shower before I make the video and usually drink an energy drink. So I mean, some people don't drink anything and they look down on the people. I don't really... Oh, I accidentally put my Photoshop on. I don't really drink coffee. I mean, I can drink it, but I prefer energy drinks, so it is what it is. I would be kind of afraid to not pick UDK here, but he already picked 3 supports, so it's actually nice to go with this. Oh, I didn't open my Photoshop, I opened Adobe Audition anyway. What? Arix user? I haven't seen one of those in a while. Arix was already meme even before the current meta, but now he's even harder to use. Though to be fair, outside of the Arix, his team is very scary. Damn, I'm talking too much. Yeah, I think I have to go for the Armand span. Helicat would have been nice, but Trixia has both lockout and buff strip, so don't have too many options at this point against that. I mean, I'm gonna go with double reviver against this, and UDK isn't gonna be... I mean, it's gonna be decent against Tiffy A1 and Taras A2, but UDK doesn't exactly hard counter his team, so let's go with Necret. I haven't been using him a lot lately, and nobody really has. It's kind of funny how the mighty have fallen, and Necret, who used to be considered one of the best Void champions, isn't really that popular in the meta anymore. He's definitely usable if you are in lower ranks of live arena or even classic arena, but especially live arena, and you don't have every single champion in the game and you have Necret. Probably you're gonna use him in every single fight, but as you will see on this video, I don't think I used it yet. I don't think my enemies did, and there's a good chance that none of my enemies are even gonna pick Necret in a single fight on this video. He just isn't that meta anymore. Plenty of champions can kill your team through his protection, and like there's a lot of block buffs, debuff, and just lockout and hard CC like polymorph and so on. Necret just isn't the biggest deal anymore. Yeah, should I even do that? No, let's save the cleanse for later. Wait, who did I ban? I went for the... I thought I was supposed to go for the Armand's ban, but I guess I did ban the Grixia. What? Did I misclick? I was supposed to go for the Armand's. In either case, it's a hard struggle, but I do have the Angora that has a chance to... Is it 50% chance to reduce the cooldown of random champions' random skill by 2 turns, so I kind of have had the possibility to deal with Grixia probably better than Armand, so and we even got our Veil removed by the Arix. That's not good. Are we gonna get polymorph again? No? Okay, pretty sure he's gonna have it now though. Is Rotos gonna get any turn? Yes, so like here for instance, the Necret protection isn't doing anything. we still haven't gotten a single turn on the nuker through the Siphi and Arman's combination. Siphi is one of those things that basically it's not even the biggest meta champion at this point, but it's basically like a mandatory PvP kit that you need to have Siphi and other things to do stuff, but if you don't have other things and not even Siphi, then thinking about PvP is kind of a joke. Siphi should be a starter kit that every single new champion gets as their 7th day login reward or something. You basically need to have her to do arena. Okay, well, I don't think we can make a comeback here. Wait, can I get an Angora revive? But yeah, that's why I'm picking. Okay, maybe we can cut in. Maybe we might not. I think Siphi can just... No. Yeah, he has everybody at 2 high turn meter. That's why I'm banning Armans or banning or picking Armans every fight, even over lockout, but here I made the mistake of yeah, we lost it. Actually banning Grixia and not Armans. I think I had my mouse over Armans and then I somehow clicked Grixia instead when I was stalking or something like that. I am pretty high points, this guy isn't though, so I can still lose to anybody. Even Arik's teams. But yeah, even with just Armans and Siphi, it's kind of hard to deal with. Of course I could have procced Polymorph and then I would have been totally fine, but I only have one champion with 6-star Polymorph and I didn't get lucky there. Or, I mean, he did a lot of buff strips, so probably it was like 50-50 chance. I probably should have procced Polymorph at some point, but it didn't happen and it was too late. That's why I have to go for the Duchess every time as first pick when they pick Armans or a lot of CC. Even though I probably otherwise I wouldn't really first pick her all the time. And I would probably put my Duchess gear on my Angora, to be honest, if she has 6-star Polymorph. But when the Angora, I mean not, yeah, when the Angora Soul event happened, I didn't know that we were gonna get guaranteed Narcissus event, never mind that I would go for it. So, and I pretty much would have had to buy energy, or yeah, to do the Angora event. I didn't go for it, but at this point I'm regretting on missing out on it a little bit. Okay, holy moly. He has double lockout with Armans. This is basically impossible. There's 0% chance that I can win this fight, and if I were to somehow win this fight, then I don't know what to say about that. I shouldn't win this fight. But this is where the meta is at right now. Not just in live arena, but in classic arena. You're gonna see all 3 of those champions. And you're gonna see 0 of Duchess and Necret, because tanky defense teams, or at least the current ones, the tanky champions and teams around them, they don't work against Narcissus, and it's pointless to use something like Duchess, Necret or Ursuka anymore. You will literally see 0 of them in, not even top 20, let's say top 100 in Platinum Arena. Chances are that you're not gonna see a single one of those in defense, because those all suck in the current meta, and instead you're gonna see a lot of Grixia, Armans and Galatir. Okay, what do I go with here? Would be nice to... should I go with the second lockout? The thing is that Grixia does have even immunity buff. Wait, does Galatir have as well? I don't think Galatir has immunity. So I might actually consider going for the Grixia ban on this fight on purpose instead of Armans. I probably otherwise would go with the Armans, but maybe we can get him with some petrifications. Assuming that he doesn't ban my Mitrala, but yeah, okay, he didn't. Nice. Looks pretty unbeatable, but I have to try it at least. Of course, we could get lucky, we could get Polymorph procs. In that case, we can totally win, but outside of that, it looks pretty bad. They should just give everybody some free shards, because there's so many new champions and nobody even gets to use them, so... Those are definitely the primals to have. He has Grixia, Lazarus and Galatir. Those are the top 3 primals, by the way. Maybe Sigrun could be in there, but those 3 with Sigrun would definitely be top 4, let's say. Like total uncontested. I don't even know what would be the best 5th best primal, but it would be significantly worse than those 4. Maybe R-base. I don't know. Maybe something that I can think about right now. Wait, my Mitrala got locked out? What? Pretty sure she should have like 1000 plus accuracy or resistance. I don't think, let me double check. I don't think Lazarus passive should ignore accuracy, or does it? Did I just get super unlucky that I got locked out? Oh, it cannot be resisted. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. Lazarus does so many different things that you can't even keep track of all of it. He has self buffs like attack buff and crit damage. I guess both of those are placed by him. He ignores shields. He has a revive on passive. Like, he does so many different things. You can't even recall all of them. He has block buffs, debuff. He's like, he has so much utility on his kit. Okay, nice. We got a good row of Sheepster. I think I can kill it on A1, but I really don't want to risk it, so let's just go for the A3. Yeah, it definitely would have died to the A1, but if it barely survived it, I would have regretted it so much. But okay, I think somehow we might be able to... Well, somehow. We got tons of polymorphs. That's the reason why I won this fight, or I'm thinking, maybe not, I can still get locked out by Galatir, but that's the reason why I might be able to win this fight, and some of the other fights that we had would have been winnable with polymorph, but basically not without polymorph. I needed to get polymorph proc to win those. Okay, it's over. No? Didn't kill the Galatir, and he still has revive and he has Armand, so maybe it's not over. And Mitrala is somehow stunned. If she didn't get stunned, maybe I could have yeah, he's gonna get there. Maybe I could have killed the Galatir with A1, but now it still looks bad. Maybe I didn't win. almost won, but no. Even if I kill the even if I kill the Galati right now, it's still looking pretty bad. Okay, no way. How much resistance does my Mitral have? Am I missing some gear on her? Okay, well, she doesn't have that much. I think I switched up her gear a little bit. I used to have her in super... Oh, okay, you can see it like this. But bad UI on the Hell Hades website. Okay, let me quickly show. 378 resistance and 570 accuracy. So let's say that's like 940. Actually, it should still be enough to resist the Armand. So I guess I got unlucky there, but I used to have her in very high resistance builds, like a little bit less than 1100 back in the day when I used her in classic arena defense, but now I have her in a little bit different build because I use her in Phantom Shogun. I have a good team on it, by the way, if you are missing team for Phantom Shogun, but that's probably the most free-to-play friendly team you have for it. It is using Badel, but no other good champions, and even Badel is kind of not relevant nowadays, but you don't have to put anything better than Badel and Mitra on it, and that's why I needed her on this specific speed. I could have her with little bit more resistance, but to be fair, 940 or 948 resistance should have been enough for the Armand, so I got unlucky there with those stuns and turn meter reduction. No way he actually... Wait. Does Galatir do accuracy buff? Did he have accuracy buff? I thought these primals have like 15,000 different skills. Did he have a team accuracy buff? No, it's resistance buff. Okay. Maybe I missed out on some detail, but I'm pretty sure I just got very unlucky there. I almost thought I had it, but to be honest, like, when they have champions like that, it would definitely suck if I won it, so I kind of... I'm okay with losing to that. If they have all of those champions and I win, I would kind of feel bad about it at that point, but we almost had it. But yeah, having the 4-piece Storm Skin on Rotos, it might not be enough to secure the wins safely against these kind of guard accounts, but it definitely does help me. I would be way worse off if I didn't have it, but I kind of need some other stuff at this point as well. Though to be fair, I mean, that's kind of part of the reason why... Where can you see it? Why we're doing... No? Where can I see the rewards that you get from here? I mean, you do... Wait, where is it? There? Okay. There's so many things that you can click on and it's not very apparent, but you can click on the chest in Live Arena and you can see the rewards. And originally it didn't give you Primal Quartz and they added it to it, though it's capped at 400 every month or whatever. I don't think it resets. Oh, it says first day of the month. I guess I didn't do enough Live Arena because it's always halfway to this month and I'm not capped out, though I guess I didn't really do it for a week, but you can get 4 Primal shards every month if you play a lot Live Arena. It might be too much for some people, but that's basically my main main source of income of Primal shards, so I will take it, but I need to get some bulls in there to actually have a better time against these guys. We did beat the one super high point account with 11,000 points, but he didn't even have a single Primal champion on his account, so I'm sure he has something, but I guess nothing very good because he didn't even use it. I would definitely, I mean, I guess he had everything at +4, but of course, like having +4 old champions or +0 Galatir is like a no-brainer, so even if you get those unempowered, it's not gonna, you're not gonna lose out. That's gonna be the next thing that the whales are gonna go for. Wait for those +4 Galatirs that not only can they lock you out and everything else, buff strip, lock you out and revive, but they're also gonna have like 170k HP and 900 resistance. I'm sure, I mean, those kind of builds are doable. Some people are gonna have it like that, so wait out for it. Because he scales from resistance, or you want to get both accuracy and resistance, but he especially scales from resistance and also has good base stats. He actually is maybe the best champion in the game outside of Nukers to empower, so whales are definitely gonna go for +4 Galatir. He early picked the R base, what should I do? Yeah, let's actually just go for Angora and Narcissus this time. He could pick Dacia still, but I don't know if he wants to pick it. He probably has other things, and if he picks something else than UDK or Dacius, then either I don't have to pick UDK, but he though does have the R base, but I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pick those champions anyway, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, he has one nuker left. Maybe we could go with either Armans or, I mean, either R base or Harima ban and just go against the lockout. That might be an option here. Maybe I'll go with Necret and Rotos. Does that make sense? I don't like picking Helicat here because when he puts the revive on death on R base, you can get petrified, and Helicat is definitely gonna get petrified at some point with all of those counter attacks. I could go for Dacius or Necret, but I think I'm gonna go with the Necret. By the way, I'm curious, so I did mention the AFK journey in the past, so I mean it only released like 2 weeks ago, but I mentioned it in a few videos. I don't know if anybody actually plays it or how many people play it, but I'm curious if people do, but I said I'm gonna do videos for it. I'm still playing the game and liking it a lot. I'm gonna do a video for it today, for sure. I said it a couple other times that I'm gonna do videos soon, but today after my coma I'm gonna do a bunch of videos. Okay, let's risk it and go for the Harima ban. There's so many things to be scared of in his team. Let's not even go for the Yumeko, and if we somehow can get our cooldowns back, we at least can deal damage, so I mean he still has the R base, but we kind of had to choose between Harima and R base, and though we can't do anything when the stone skin and taunt is up, but if that ends, then we can actually kill people, but with Harima, we basically could never kill anybody with Rotos. And by the way, since I was basically out of the game for a week, I mean, I was still, you know, following the raid stuff, but not as closely as I would have otherwise. But anything that you think I should make a video about, then tell me in comments. I definitely, if I was making videos last week, I would have made videos about the new champions, but I feel like that probably has kind of come and gone, so maybe I'm not gonna do that. But if there was something I missed out, then and I should talk about, then tell me in comments. I had few videos that I wanted to do, but they were kind of topical ones, and it's pointless to do them like a week late, so I'm gonna skip out on them. But there's always stuff to do other than the usual stuff, so I should have made a video about the content creator votes and stuff, but it's too late at this point. And the video about the champions that we vote for skills. I think it's kind of interesting concept, but basically the way that they could have made it interesting, it should have been a very good champion that has multiple good skill sets that don't work with each other. Like, let's say that you have this big specific A2 and A3 that work with each other, and then there's another A2 and A3 that also are good, and then it will have kind of caused a big debate and drama around the community, and people would have like tried to communicate to get the right build. But because the champion isn't like insanely OP, nobody really cares about it. But I like the event, though I feel like they could have done it a bit, they could have made a bigger impact on it if they were prepared to make it a really good champion. But it doesn't seem anything that crazy, so nobody really cares. But yeah, we're getting destroyed. It is what it is. That's gonna happen a lot. Wait. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong keys. I was like, what's wrong? But it was my issue. Okay, this is kind of funny. People can't wait to get rid of the Air Street fragments. That's kind of tempting. I don't understand why. Let me show you. I don't understand why High Mother mod is so hard to get. They even said that you can empower her and get multiple copies of her. I don't recall how many fragments I had when we got the chest for her, but I think I probably had like 400 legendary fragments or something like that that I sacrificed for mod. I had multiple fusions that I almost did, but I missed like 5 fragments or whatever, and I still didn't get it, and I'm only 2/3 of the way in, and I still miss like 36 fragments. It's not really possible to actually empower him, so she seems okay, pretty good, but not that insanely good that you want to skip out on like 20 fusions to get her, and you really can't even practically empower her, so. But this guy can't wait to bail out on the airstreet to go for the mod. Okay, first comment. 2 fragments for $80. Are you sure you want that champion? Yeah. If it was a lot easier to get her, and you could actually go for +4 on her, practically, or if you wailed a bit, then it would have been a bit more interesting, but even in that case, I don't think Maud is that good. I think Maud is kind of like, she would be a good champion for new players, for basically everything, but I don't think she's the best at Hydra or best at Arena, so the way she's that hard to get is not doesn't fit it. Okay, we got a promo code by Ash, let's use it. I don't know where these promo codes always come from, like just some random place, and I never even hear about them or not know about them, but where do you even put the promo codes? Okay, no? Yeah, I literally don't even do this. Wait, I'm confused. Did I not see the promo code because I didn't have the full UI? Damn, do I not even know where you put the promo code? Surely it has to be in the account settings. What? Okay, I'm feeling kind of silly. Anyway, there you go, promo code Spring Hunt 24 with big letter as the first one. Okay, 100 energy, nice. That's gonna make my day for sure. Thanks, Ash. Well, I mean, I guess maybe I shouldn't sass at Ash, but yeah. Thanks, Obama. That wasn't really that big deal. Anyway. Yeah, I still hate Aniri. I'm not Aniri. I hate Amius. I feel like he's too hard. It kind of sucks that people have to go for those kind of cheese strategies, and he isn't brute forceable a bit easier, but it is kind of hard. Let me show you. I actually still didn't. Nobody's playing live arena. We're doing like multiple 1-minute queues and not getting opponent. But I still didn't do Amius on this rotation. Oh, wait, did I do it? Okay, I guess I did it on normal. I can do it on hard. I did multiple tries. It was close. I mean, I haven't have Acresia, but it's still hard to do it, even though I kind of have a good team on paper. But even with this team, it's very hard to do Amius, and if you have bad factions, then it just sucks. I hate when content is gatekept like that, because it's one thing if it's like super hard, but the issue, I mean, it is super hard, but you also can't use your champions, and you have to go with like only HP scaling rares from Skinwalker's faction or whatever in Curse City, and that is just mega cancer. I hate that part about it. It's super toxic game mode. I oftentimes feels like Plarium employees should be forced to play their own goddamn game, and I understand actually how frustrating it is. Like I mentioned in the past, I want to get the Plarium developers to play Classic Arena and Live Arena without having the Ukraine duo and without having the lockout, and it is just silly. But now we got all of the Primal, so those are not even the biggest things in the meta right now, so it's a bit outdated. Nowadays you can totally do that. Like, let's say you have something like Crixia, and then if you do get locked out, it doesn't matter. You can't lock out her, and then she can unlock your own team, and she kind of bypasses everything. If you build her in Stone Skin, you can't even one-shot her with Taras and so on. Okay, give us a reasonable opponent this time. I need to get I need to get the win in between all of the losses. Okay, Rotos and Mikage. That's interesting. I don't think anybody picked Rotos against me today, though I picked him in multiple fights, but I guess we're gonna go with UTK. Yeah, I don't think there's really other choices apart from Ankora, because Ankora Revive is very good with Narses anyway, but also he had the Mikage and, well, now he has even more, but he has a lot of CC in that team, so Ankora passive and cleanse is very good, so... And I don't have like Galatir or some other good options to consider, so... Okay, let's go with Tormin. I don't know how I feel about this, but maybe it's doable. Now let's go for Armand's ban. I think he's gonna ban UDK, in which case I should ban the Rotos, but let's go for the Armand's ban, yeah. Yeah, at least he did go for the UDK ban and not Narses, so we actually can do some damage and maybe deal with this team. Let's actually go for the A2 and not the revive. Okay, nice. Yeah, I was gonna say that if he doesn't proc... if he doesn't proc Helm Smasher, maybe we actually can get the turn with Narses, but okay, he got the block damage up in time. And Tormin was dead, so we didn't even get any freeze on him. That kind of sucks. Okay. I think we lost this one as well. Which is kind of funny because I do use all of those champions, but I mean those are my main stuff, so I don't really have a good answer to it. It's not like I'm gonna pick like R-Base and Galatir and Grixia, and I have to use Tormin Nuke. I could have gone with the Eva, but I mean, I like Eva, but she's too squishy and I didn't have anything to secure a turn for her, so that's why I didn't do it, but I didn't really have a good alternative option. Narses, Rotos and Wukong are basically my main nukers, and almost every fight I pick 2 out of those 3, and if I can't pick 2 of them, then that means that I'm gonna have 1 decent nuker and 1 kind of iffy one. Taras waifu, okay. That's an interesting name. I don't know about that, but I'm a libertarian, so I guess you can do what you want to do if you're into Taras waifu, so I guess that's okay. Yeah, again, Lazarus is kind of hard champion to pick against because he counters both Helicat and Necret, and what do I even pick at that point? I guess I'm just gonna go with multiple revivers again. Maybe I'll go with like triple reviver, but if I don't pick UDK here, I think he's gonna pick it, but... Yeah, I kind of have to pick UDK. UDK isn't gonna be good against this team at all. But if I don't pick it, he's gonna have UDK, Harima and Armans against my Rotos. So that will... Okay, he didn't go for it. Nice. He should have gone for it, to be honest, but it's still gonna be pretty hard battle. There's no way that my Mikage is gonna be faster. But should I pick her anyway? Yeah, let's go with... No, let's go with... Do I have time? Okay. I was gonna say let's go with Arbiter, but I guess we got UDK. Mikage would have been better than my Arbiter anyway, so... Should have just stuck with that. But yeah, Raid is a long grind, it's been 5 years, there is ups and downs and old champions always get outdated over time, so you can't take this game too seriously. I like it, it would be more fun to do better in arena and try to climb higher up, but I just can't will that into existence, so... It's nice to play Raid, but if you play too much of it, especially if you really care about PvP and want to win, you're just gonna get frustrated and burned out. Would be more fun to mix it up and pick completely different teams all the time, but it just doesn't happen. Wait, don't we just... Haven't seen... what's his name? Haven't seen Fatalis for a while, but don't we just ignore his passive? No? Okay, we don't ignore it, okay. So we did get double non-crit on him and we can't one-shot it. How come we don't ignore the Fatalis passive? It's weird that Narsus A2 ignores passives, but then there's some passives that he doesn't ignore. It should at least mention that it doesn't ignore Harima passive and it doesn't ignore Fatalis passive and whatever other ones it might not ignore, but it should mention that in the tooltip. All the exceptions to the passive ignoring. Raid has so much these kind of hidden mechanics that it's a bit frustrating. I have mentioned it many times on the videos, but a famous typical example is that Tranda used to be considered the best nuker in the game for a very long time. And one of the reasons why Tranda was so good nuker is that she actually was better than she looked on the paper. There is this weird mechanic in raid coding that if you have a multi-hit skill that basically can hit multiple times but isn't guaranteed to hit multiple times, but there is skills like Tranda A3 that if the enemies don't get burned and you need to, wait, let me double check. If they aren't burned, you need accuracy to stun them. And if you stun them, then on the second hit, I think you can burn them. In any case, if you burn them, then you're only gonna do one hit. I think if they are burned, then you're only gonna do... let me double check. You're only gonna do one hit if you have accuracy. But people are gonna build her on low accuracy on purpose. And you are gonna double hit. You want to do as much damage as possible. And even though in practice you're always gonna get the double hit, but technically it's not guaranteed. So the conditional second AoE nuke doesn't count as AoE damage in the purposes of damage calculation, meaning that it's gonna ignore stuff like Dutch's passive or the mastery that reduces AoE damage, and there's all kinds of these kind of very finicky mechanics in the game that are not explained in the tooltip and just confuses players and causes some things to feel weird. That thing is not super relevant anymore, and I have mentioned it before, but it's kind of a famous example. It's not the only one, there's many others. Like the way Rotos passive works with bone armor and so on. Yeah, it's been so long time about Trunda that I almost forget the details. Attacks all enemies, has 70% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, places HP debuff for 2 turns on enemies under stun debuffs, places an extra hit on enemies not under stun. So okay, so when you don't have accuracy, you don't place the stun and you only hit once, but in practice the enemy is probably gonna have immunity anyway and you're gonna build her with as low accuracy as possible. So even though it's conditional double hit, it's never gonna be a single hit in practice. Okay, we still have time to get couple more losses. Yay. Okay, this looks like very low point enemy. Maybe we can beat him. I have kind of noticed that the Journeyman Gold 4 live arena players, they tend to be around 4.8k to 5k, and even though I can totally lose to them, but that's usually the players that I can beat, and then I lose to everybody else. But yeah, Raid isn't exactly the peak of gaming competition or PvP, so you can't take it too seriously. I mean, I do take it seriously, but there's a line that if you take it too seriously, you're just gonna be burned out and feel like stupid in the first place, so don't do it. Okay, he has a Galathyr and Grixia. God damn, even the 4.9k Journeyman players, even they have the double lockout combo. Though he kind of drafted his team a little bit weird, he went for Nuke Wukong without UDK, so that means that we're either gonna get the UDK or Armans in this matchup, which is gonna make it very annoying for him. Probably he's gonna ban the UDK, to be honest, because he's rocking the double lockout and chances are that he can go first and lock out my Armans anyway, but let's go for a Siphi ban. Maybe the Galathyr and Grixia. Okay, he banned Armans, I wasn't expecting that, but I was thinking that his lockouts might not be insanely fast, even though my Armans is in 4-piece stone skin, but I think he's 360, 370, something like that, so he might have been faster than his lockouts without Siphi, but he actually went for the Armans ban, which I wasn't expecting. He probably wasn't expecting my Rotos to be in 4-piece stone skin, and okay, I got buff stripped anyway. That's 50-50 chance, and of course that happened to us, but he does have 2 buff strippers, so I guess I should have seen this coming. Never mind. And now Rotos doesn't have any reaction. We had the stone skin, it got buff stripped, so no way he can survive the Ronda. I might have been actually able to survive it with reaction, but... What? What? I mean, I guess he doesn't have attack buff, but that Ronda just doesn't do any damage. My Rotos doesn't have like even defense buff or anything. I don't know. Ronda ignores shields. I had block. Like what? And then my... What? Well, I guess we survived it. I have no idea how Ronda didn't kill it, because Ronda can easily kill the most tankiest Rotos with defense buff through Necrot protection, so I didn't have anything. I don't know how I didn't die there, but okay. Okay. I guess we know, not to bully him too much, but I guess we know now why he's at 4.9k with both Galathir and Grixia. He probably doesn't have that good gear. We can already see that the Grixia is like insanely low HP. I think even my init phase is gonna be higher HP than his Grixia, so... But yeah, I mean, we got destroyed by the big boys, and then we are gonna bully the small fish, so... I don't know if that's anything to get too excited about. Oh, is the UDK, or the UDK is gonna let us down and the Wukong is still gonna make a comeback. Wukong is one of those champions. Actually, I think that literally happened to me in my last video. That I didn't get a single turn in the entire fight, maybe like one turn after 3 minutes of battle. And somehow I managed to get one A2 on Wukong, and that's literally all it took to end the fight in a single turn. Wukong can always kind of turn the fight upside down if you don't have like Harima or stuff like that, but it wasn't good enough, so we will take it. On paper, his team is very scary though, to be fair. Has my hair already dried up, because I usually... When I do this, it's super... I just get out of the shower before the live arena starts, and it usually kind of dries down during the video. Sometimes it dries up a little bit in a weird way, and it's like on one side of my face, or I have some weird weird thing going on, but I guess it looks normal. I'm not the biggest, like, I don't put like any kind of like cream on it or anything like that, and I don't really like, I didn't even comb it after the shower or anything, so it's all natural, and sometimes it's a little bit weird because of that. Okay. I feel like we almost fought this guy before. Definitely somebody opened with these champions. I think he even had that avatar, but I think it wasn't this guy. But yeah, let's go with Angora. Angora has stone skin. Not gonna get debuffed by him, and also high turn meter revive, so I kind of like to pick it against a speed team like this more than the Duchess. Oh, I have seen that champion actually bunch of times recently. The Ankara actually wasn't a good pick against him. He's like a stone skin counter with his burns, I guess. And I basically have everybody out in stone skin or a lot of my champions, so that's not good. Are we gonna go with Necret? Necret and Wukong? Or Duchess and Wukong? Should I go with the shields or... Yeah, let's go with Duchess. He can still get polymorphed, so let's go with Duchess. But I'm not even confident that I'm gonna win against that champion. Now, are we gonna ban Siegfried or Galatir? That's the question. I think we're gonna go for the Siegfried ban, to be honest. I do have the cleanse from the passive and the A3, A2, and then if Wukong dies, he's gonna come back without the debuff, so maybe it's gonna be okay. Maybe if I can deal with this fast, I can even do one more fight afterwards. By the way, if you watched this far on the video and you are not subscribed, then consider doing that, consider joining my Discord. I mean, I haven't been active there for like a week or 5 days or whatever, but there's actually a decent amount of discussion in my Discord, and there is people from different walks of life that are interested of PvP, so it's a good place to join. I don't think there's many PvP focused Discords in Raid anyway, so might as well join it. And I'm not gonna have the AFK journey video right now at this moment, so I'm not gonna show a link in the video when I edit this, but I will have it today. That video might be out like maybe even before I release this video or at the same time, because this live arena videos take like 3 hours to process, and I'm probably gonna go for my first AFK journey video when I'm waiting for that, because it's not gonna be that long. I think I'm just gonna do an account introduction video as my first one, but I actually already have many videos planned out on the AFK journey, and I should have started doing the videos a while ago, but it will definitely be up today, so if that sounds interesting to you, I'll make a community post about it on this channel when it's up, but it's gonna be on a new channel, so I already kind of asked about it earlier on the video, but I'm very curious how many players that watch my content have played AFK Journey or have tried it, because I actually haven't seen the Raid community talking about that game a lot, and I did see people talking about Watcher of Realms and Dragonair a lot when they were released, and I'm much more excited about this game than those two, so... But that doesn't seem like the common trend actually. Okay. This is looking bad. He even has the ally protection, so Wukong can't turn it around in one turn. But we're 3 minutes, yeah, we're 3 minutes in the fight, and we're not even gonna get a turn now, but we basically didn't get a single turn in 3 minutes, so that's the speed meta for you. Definitely need to get more polymorph. Actually, how on earth did I not get multiple polymorph procs at this point? I only have Duchess on it, but still. Okay, we lost it. Yeah, happens. Do I have time? Oh, okay, we do. Nice. Okay. Let's end on a win, come on. I almost feel like facing the exact same guy with the same teams, because that's a massive dice roll, and I definitely could have gotten some polymorph procs there. I can show you my AFK Journey account while we're in the lobby. By the way, literally the worst thing about AFK Journey, you can't like freely minimize the client, like raid. Like I can do this on raid and there's... Wait, can I not do it? Okay, I can do this on raid, minimize it however I want. But on AFK Journey you can't do it. The client just sucks. There's only set sizes that you can have for it, and it's pretty bad for content. As you can see right now, I can't even see the bottom of the menu, so I have to reopen the client. Yeah, that sucks about it. Okay, it's barely small enough that I can actually access the settings. Yeah, another crazy thing. Crazy team. The best part about it is that I don't have to at least pick UDK, since he already picked 3 crazy champions and can only pick nukers, but I don't know if that even helps against this team. Let's go with Mikage. I haven't been... Actually, let's save it for the last pick. Haven't been picking Mikage at all. Mine is very slow, but against this team, if I go for the Armand span, I think Mikage is gonna be useful and she can switch to the second form despite the lockout. But this is where I'm at on AFK Journey. Oh, wait. My Mikage is in a stone skin. I don't know if I want to pick it against Dapple Bomber. I guess we're gonna go with Necret, but this looks kind of bad. I have so much stone skin and he's going with double bombs. Let's go with... fuck. Again that happened. That's the second time on this video. I was gonna switch to Wukong on the last second, but okay, I was too slow. Even UDK is in a stone skin, so that's not good. Okay, we're so gonna lose the last fight. Anyway, let's pick the health. Here is my account. I didn't like... I did buy some packs. I got the like monthly game packs basically that you have on this game, but I didn't like... wait, okay. I bought some stuff, not... I didn't go for Mega Whale, I didn't go for full free to play. I kind of tried to get a little bit like bridge the gap with the Mega Whales a little bit, but I have been very competitive on my server. Let me show you. Though I didn't log in today, so I'm a little bit behind on today's progression. I have like one piece of hair that is somehow being annoying. Okay, I'll show it after this fight. Let's get this loss out of the way. I can't wait to talk about the AFK Journey because I'm actually doing well there, unlike in Raid, so... I can say that that's one thing for sure, that it kind of does feel, at least for me, subjectively at this point, that even the little guy has some agency and can try to fight against the mega whales. That's how it felt so far, and that's actually gonna be the subject of my video. It's gonna be one thing that I don't... Probably somebody has made... we still lost it. Probably somebody has made a video about it, but I'm gonna talk about picking servers, because that's one way you can try to bridge the gap between the mega whales, but... Okay, let's go full screen, might as well. Yeah, fuck raid, we're just losing in live arena and getting trashed left and right. Even against this guy, he beat us with bombs because he has like Grixia and RBs and whatever. I mean, I did misclick, but anyway, so... I mentioned this before, I think in one live arena video, but in AFK Journey, they have pretty interesting mechanics that... They do have, of course, events like in Raid, but they don't have like two separate categories for tournaments and events, but the daily clan boss is basically just like... see, I'm even rank 20 in the daily clan boss, but... The daily clan boss is basically like raid clan boss, but you also compete with people on your server, and it's like a daily tournament, and you basically have this mechanic in almost everything in the game. In everything you're ranked up against other people on your server, and if you do well you get more rewards, and these rewards are actually not a minor detail, but there are... where can you see it? Yeah, they're actually very relevant, and this is kind of like my plan on how I can compete in AFK Journey. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it too much, because that was gonna be the video I make today, but my point is that if this sounds interesting, you should watch my AFK Journey video when I put it out. But yeah, you compete in everything, including your daily clan boss keys, and you get stuff. This is basically something like books. It's a little bit more than just books in Raid, it's a little bit bigger deal. You use this to upgrade your skills and also upgrade your champion exclusive artifact, which is like, let's say like an extra item that is specific to your champion that gives a lot of stats and like unique skill. These are like a very rare resource, the yellow ones, that it's very hard to get, and but you can get them for like ranking high in the clan boss and other content, and that's what I'm going for in AFK Journey. I'm trying to be super competitive. I'm actually not super... I mean, the game is only out for a couple of weeks, but I'm not super high in PvP. I took a little bit different approach. Yeah, that's my clanmate farming me, but I took a little bit different approach that since... Yeah, I'm like rank 67 in PvP. Since doing well in clan boss and other PvE content is so important, I'm focusing on PvE at the start. I'm not getting any champions for PvP at all. I'm just going for clan boss and other competitions. There's like, for instance, right now we got this world boss up, and where is it? World boss up and other stuff. I was hoping to get rank 20 on it, but I think I'm like top 50 right now. I was like top 14 on it like a day ago, but there's so much okay, I'm 37. There's so much progression that people are getting in these early days, and I'm gonna get a big progression power spike after a couple days, but I think this boss is gonna end before it, and you will get some extra rewards if you get top 20 on this one as well, but I don't think I can make it. Yeah, so you can get these red ones. These are even more rare. Like, I think you can basically only get these from the world events or like getting top 10 in PvP, but you can't even get these from the clan boss. I guess I'm gonna get some getting top 50 if they don't finish this clan boss soon, but even though it's been up for 8 days, but it's early game and people's accounts are getting stronger, I think it's literally gonna die today or tomorrow. But if it would take a few more days, I think I could break into the top 20. But let's not ramble too much about AFK journey. I've been tryharding this game. I like it. I'll make another video about it today. So if that sounds interesting, tune in for that video. I will make a community post about it on my channel. But yeah, that's it for today's raid. I'm back. If you have anything you want me to make a video about, then hit me up in comments. But that's it. Have a nice day and see ya.